about to happen in an hour, but y'all will see it. We're not going to say anything. I want it to be a surprise, but yeah, I'm going to surprise you guys, man. Welcome back. The Ascendant is back. How long has it been since I went live? I think it was about, what, 2, 3, 4 days? Not bad, Guys, I'm not taking a break, by the way. If you guys are probably wondering or probably saying to yourselves, like, why is the Ascendant taking a break? Or is he taking a break? I'm not taking a break. I'm doing my work more strategically. Now, in the beginning of the phase of YouTube, you have to work hard. Yes, you have to work hard. And on YouTube, you got to grind. You got to see what works. However, it gets to a point where it's, once you have the foundation, which is what I have, once you have the foundation, now you need to step back and assess, okay, what else do you need to do? So if that means posting less, but your videos are higher quality, or they're more intentional, then do that. Because it's far more better to post less with more intentions than to post more and it's scattered around. Right? Because millions of people post content. Millions of people post content. Like, it would be a lot easier to go viral and to go famous on YouTube if there's only 2 people on YouTube, for example, and both of them are posting. Well, of course you're going to go viral. You're the only 2. However, the years have passed and passed and passed, and YouTube is getting harder and harder and harder than ever. This is why millions of people have content. Because they're all competing, So YouTube isn't as easy anymore as it once was about, let's say, even 10 years ago, However, since the game has changed, what you have to do is to accept the challenge, because it's not going anywhere, and find a way to differentiate yourself. You have to find a way to differentiate yourself, because if you do not find a way, you're going to be sunk in a sea full of YouTube content creators. But yeah, guys, today we're going to do a freestyle rant. If you guys have any questions, any concerns, if you want to do a mini debate, let's get it. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. But yeah, guys, today's the 21st. Next week is Thanksgiving. Guys, I'm not going to lie. Time is going by extremely fast. I remember when it was just January 1st of 2025, and now it's already November 21st of 2025. This is like, where is the time going? It's crazy. The time is going by exceptionally fast. Hi there. What's good, Darko? Ghost is up. You're from Russia? Yo, that's good. That's cool. But yeah, guys, the time is going by exceptionally fast. I don't even know what to say when it comes to the time. It was just January 1st of 2025. Now it's about to be January 1st of 2026. Time is only going by faster. The time doesn't wait for you. The time doesn't care about your emotions. So like I said, especially if you're young, use this time now when you're young to really just mess up, figure out stuff, make mistakes. You are young. That's the pro about being young. When you're young, you can make so many mistakes and receive less consequences because you're so young. When it comes to business, I'm not talking about anything illegal. I'm talking about when it comes to business. You can mess up so many times when you're young. I don't think the youth of this day and age take advantage of this. Yo, what's good, Pryor? What's good, Gavin? Yeah, I don't think the youth take advantage of this. Like, if you guys are young, just go ahead and mess up. If you want to become a soccer player, if you want to practice basketball, if you want to practice football, bro, go ahead and do that. Because eventually it's going to come a time where you're not going to have that full youthfulness to be able to try out more things. Like, you might get more tired when you get older. And this is why they say, do it when you're young, bro. So that when you hit 30, when you hit 40, you can live the life that you want, because you've already put in the work in your 20s and maybe in your teens, maybe, who knows? However, you do not need to lock yourself in your room. That's another misconception. You can have fun with your friends. You can go out with friends and family, like how I'm going to do, but you can still grind. There's still no excuse. So, for example, right? So, since I'm going to be celebrating Thanksgiving with my family next week, I have to preload videos, meaning instead of me posting on Thanksgiving, I'm going to make 2 to 3 videos the day before or Tuesday, and then I'll post those videos on Thursday. There's still no excuse. You must get your videos done. However, you don't have to do it on Thanksgiving. You can enjoy your time with friends and family. There's nothing wrong with that. Hold on. But yeah, guys. And yeah, Like I said, y'all can still enjoy Thanksgiving. You don't have to cut everyone off. You don't have to, oh, I'm gonna lock in this Thanksgiving, or I'm gonna lock in this Christmas. You don't have to do any of that. All you have to do is balance both. You can still grind and still have fun with family and friends. I mean, I'm proof of it, right? I've started this YouTube persona brand or personal brand February of 2025. One of the best things I could have ever done. And right now it's November 21st. It hasn't even been a year yet, and I already have 366 videos on my YouTube. So this is proof. I know exactly what I'm talking about. You can still grind and still have fun. You just have to balance both. That's it. That's all you have to do. The thing is, most people are they'll either cut everyone off, or they're too outside to even focus on YouTube, or becoming the next big Twitch streamer, or trying to become the best Fortnite player. Like, they're too distracted from the outside world. But what I'm saying is, you can do both. So you can grind for sure. You can grind. Yes, you can. But you can have fun with friends, bro. If you want to go play basketball with your friends, bro, enjoy it, bro. Especially with your youth and your childhood, bro. Enjoy it, because your childhood is gonna go by fast, bro. I'm telling you. So you don't have to cut everyone off. Like, for example, if you're doing reselling right now or any online business, yes, do that. Lock in on that, and then have fun with your friends. It's as simple as that. And as long as you balance both, and I mean genuinely balancing both. What's up, Venom? What's good? But yeah, if you're genuinely balancing both, you'll be good. And that's the thing, is that most people, they either cut everyone off and they're too locked in, or they are distracted by the outside world. But yeah, guys. Also, I don't know if y'all have been seeing the TikTok trend. However, the quarter zips are going viral now. This is a very interesting topic to be talking about. So what I noticed is about the quarter zip. Now, firstly, that is actually not a bad trend. I can't lie, it's not a bad trend, because you're going to look way more professional in a quarter zip. However, it's not solely the quarter zip that's going to change people's views and what they view you as. That's not the sole reason of how. You could have the nicest clothes, the most tailored suit. However, if your energy doesn't come off as, oh, he's calm, he's chill, he's respectable, he's coachable, he's understanding, then none of the clothes matter. It's not the clothes that makes the person. It's the energy that person has with those clothes on that makes the energy, or that makes it pop. It's not the clothes. Clothes don't make you pop. It's how you wear the clothes. That's what determines if it pops or not. Because if you're uncertain and a professional shirt, and you're like, maybe I don't know, like, none of that, like, the manager isn't looking at your clothes. Now, can it be an enhancer? Absolutely, it can. It's also the characteristics. Exactly, it's the characteristics. It's how you come off. The clothes aren't enough. So if you guys are following the TikTok trend, thinking that this quarter zip is going to somehow change the view of your life and change the view of how others view you, you are absolutely wrong, because it's not going to do that unless your energy is already there, unless you know how to communicate properly, unless you come off in a way that is respectable, unless you come off in a way that's confident but not arrogant. Those are two different things. Confidence and arrogant are two different things. You can be confident, but to sit there and be arrogant, be like, nah, I am not going to learn from you. Nah, there's nothing to learn from 6-year-olds. I'm the best. Like, that is arrogance. That's arrogance. You want to have confidence, but your confidence should come from discipline, not ego. And those are two different things. Confidence from discipline allows you to learn from everybody. Confidence from arrogance or ego means that you're going to be stuck because you think you know so much. That it's okay to know a lot, but to sit there and act like that is, especially in today's day and age, to sit there with an ego and say, oh, the 7-year-old doesn't know anything, without giving him a chance for you to understand what he or she's saying, that is where your ego comes in. And it's bad, because now you're not going to learn from them. You're going to think, they don't know much about the world. You'll be surprised. But y'all don't give them a chance. Also, I could see why y'all don't give them a chance. It's because 9 times out of 10, most 7-year-olds, most 8-year-olds, most teens don't know much about life. Usually, and we've been taught this since we were babies, that the parents, the older ones have the authority. Respect your elders. Listen to your elders. Your elders know more, which is true to some degree. However, there are people who have went through so much stuff, who have gained so much knowledge that they actually know a lot. That if you were willing to give them the chance to speak, if you were able to give them the chance for them to express themselves so that you can understand them, I guarantee something will blow your mind. You'll be like, dang, this 10-year-old knows a lot, or this 11-year-old knows a lot. Many of these young kids know a lot, but most people don't give them a chance because, they're young. What do they know? It's crazy. But yeah, guys, we have something coming up, like I said, in 40 minutes, guys. It's going to be epic, and I know y'all are going to enjoy it. So, yeah, guys, y'all get ready. Also, guys, there will be a video. There'll be some shorts today as well, so I will definitely post today. Also, tomorrow we'll be live. Not sure what time, probably around this time we'll be live. And yeah. But yeah, going back to the quarter zips, that wasn't a bad trend. It does make you look more professional. However, it's not that is not going to help you. I've been hearing that some people are doing this trend because they don't want to be seen, like they don't want to be seen as, like, they don't want people being racist towards them, because quarter zips, yeah, they're more for white people. Yeah, like white people definitely more wear quarter zips than black people. However, black people wearing is actually good. And it's like, as far as the racism, that's not really going to change. The racism is here to stay, unfortunately, and we have to accept that. I know most people are saying, oh no, but more people need to be nicer, more people need to do this. Well, that ain't the realities of the earth. The realities of the earth is cruel, it is harsh. However, it will set you free. This is the thing, the harsh truth sets you free. I know it's hard, it's supposed to be hard. That's what truth is for. It's for you. The truth was never made about feelings or for you to feel validated. No, the truth was to expose what's going on, to tell the reality regardless of how the other person felt. That's what the truth is. But no, most people, they don't want the truth. They want the coping mechanism that allows them to cope with the truth, so they don't have to accept the harshest realities of the earth. No, going back to the racism, the harsh reality is racism is here to stay. Because you can't control other people. However, you can control yourself. And that's what you need to do. Instead of trying to change other people, you need to control yourself. Try to see what you can do. Don't focus on them, because you cannot change anyone. They have to be willing to change before you can even give your worldviews or try to change them or try to get them out of racism. They have to come to a place where they're like, okay, they want to change. And that is when they will change. Up until then, they're not going to change. This is why you can't force people. And also, the best way to tell if someone is serious about something, like whether if it's faith, whether if it's going somewhere, is if they have choice. If you force someone, that doesn't prove that they're actual loyal, or that doesn't prove that they actually want it to stop racism if you don't give them choice. And this could even be pivoted to Jesus, right? So instead of Jesus saying, he's going to force everyone to be a Christian, no, he gives you the choice. Why? Because if you choose to follow him, then that's real loyalty. Choice is the real loyalty, not forceness. Forcing someone to do something is not loyalty. They feel like they need to do it because they're forced, not because they genuinely want to do it. If you want to figure out if someone genuinely wants to do something, give them the choice. Give them the choice. Don't give them an illusion of choice. Give them an actual 2-dimensional different choices. But yeah, guys, I mean, yeah, Like I said, it is almost the end of the year, guys. It's crazy, man. And I know a lot of people made vision boards, and I definitely hope that they were able to complete their goals. And I did make a live about the vision boards as well. I went in depth about vision boards. Basically, I was saying that vision boards are cool. You get to visualize something, and I kind of have, like, I guess you could say, a vision board. Not really, but I have goals, action steps, and dates. So let me say that again. I have goals, the action steps, and then the dates. So yeah, guys. And what I was saying is, and I'll keep it very brief. What I was saying is, if you are going to have a vision board and not take action, well, then that's just like having faith without putting in any works. And the Bible, James chapter 2, verse 14, actually says faith without works is dead. So faith without works is dead, meaning just because you have faith does not mean you're going to get any of these blessings, any of this, if you don't take action. All the rich people, all the famous people, they did not sit there on their behinds. No, they did not do that. They didn't sit there on their behinds. What they did is they worked hard, they got up, and they prayed, and they had faith, but they put in the action steps. The action is what makes the difference. But yeah, guys, we're going to go ahead and end right here. I'm going to prepare for some stuff off stream, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow. And make sure you guys stay blessed. I love y'all, man. Stay safe.